Sisters,
we shall not yield to tyranny.
our cause just, we will prevail. The fight
Hello,
for our
Mr.
rights.
Buffs. Ready for a journey back? Look at this encampment. The spirit of 76 is alive.
Bobby, at this
Hello,
point,
history.
shame on you. Shame on you. Because we are being played as the American people. Our money is funding a war that we don't need to be in. I shouldn't be okay with it. So as long as I have breath in my body and a mic to use, I will be speaking out against this.
A true patriot savors these moments, but the fight for liberty calls.
The economy, we have a global economy. That's why we're the number one economy in the world. I know that a lot of people want to paint the horrible view of America, but, you know, go live somewhere else and then tell me America's bad.
Patriotism is all about. Look at these flags. They represent our fight for liberty. This is what
so
American.
freaking crazy to me that we have an conflict with Iran before a single person from the Epstein files has been arrested on American soil.
The hour our liberty is at hand. For freedom is brava. Brothers
Yeah, I
and
was
sisters.
working, man, you know, but it's good to see Rippy out there handling business, man. And again, hey, there's a lot of black Trump supporters, man. I mean, it feels good to see that, man. So
My fellow patriots, the hour of decision is upon us. Let us march forth with courage to secure our liberty.
A real coach. People are getting sick of it. The moment a celebrity steps slightly outside the leftist approved narrative, they get attacked. Chili from TLC gets heat over allegedly donating to Donald Trump.
For liberty. The British advance. We must act.
Our supplies are low, but morale is high.
Then we fight for liberty.
Alpayne's work captures the spirit of we fight for independence.
With
Welcome to my.
that said they were anti-war. I think they said no new wars. Yeah, they voted for a president that was not going to start any new wars. And what's funny to me is that not only were you lied to, not only did this man start this and get out of the
Freedom. Greetings from the encampment. The spirit of liberty is strong. We will fight for our rights and our freedom.
Just in order to get the Greater Israel Project accomplished, you have to kill people. That's why it's wrong. Killing people is wrong. Full stop. So you can try to make sense of it with, well, it's a threat and this and that. There's no greater threat than the United States empire.
Vocabulary up because I'm throwing out words like hubris, acquiesce, verbose. What are you going to do about the dichotomy of the nuance?
To the encampment. For liberty.
And what I've learned, and I'm not a liberal or a Democrat. I voted for Trump the first time, but he's become a politician. He lies like all the other politicians. He deceives like all the other politicians.
Endures through every change and challenge. We stand at the dawn of liberty, unshaken by the trials ahead. Our cause in
Doing. I'm going to go out on the limb and say anybody that sits in that oval does not like Americans. They love United States, though, which is the politics, but they don't love the Americans. Americans are farmers. Americans are mechanics. Americans are school teachers. Americans are mom and pop businesses.
And flaming! Soldiers, the enemy is near.
Not only do I love my FBA fam, my Black American fam, my Black people on code, you know, my people that's allies with us, it's part of the fam. I love y'all. I love my country too. You feel me?
The cause to victory.
To victory. These pastries are wonderful.
Indeed, but we must stay vigilant.
Senate races. This is his scorecard, okay? He has endorsed 8 governors. Now, some of these races weren't real close, didn't have a lot of competition, but some of them did. I mean, we saw what happened in Louisiana, the primary with Bill Cassidy. We saw what happened a week ago tonight with Tom Massey in Kentucky. And now we're seeing it again tonight, okay, in Texas. Governor level, Trump endorsed 8. He won 8 times. U.S. House, 101 endorsed. He won 101 endorsed in the House, and he won 101. Let me put on the pencil right here and show you this. U.S. Senate, Sean, he has endorsed 8 candidates. And prior to tonight, he had won 8 times. And now you can take the endorsement from 8 to 9 endorsed, and from 8 to 9 winner. Ken Paxton was outspent 9-1. Got the endorsement from Trump, got the endorsement of Wesley Hunt, the congressman who got knocked out 2.5 months ago. And now we got the setup in Paxton and Talarico. Many Republicans felt if John Cornyn could win tonight, that he could be an easy winner over Talarico. We'll never know that now. And a lot of Republicans felt that they could save a lot of money too if Cornyn won. But that did not happen. Here's what will happen, Sean, in November. In Texas, probably the most expensive Senate race that we have seen ever. I mean, we were looking at some of the numbers.
Look, the bottom line is this. If Donald Trump wants you to be the nominee of the Republican Party for virtually any office, he can will it into existence. And that has happened again tonight in Texas. There's also an attorney general campaign going on underneath this. I don't think we've called it yet, but there's a strong undercurrent of who's for Trump and who isn't in that race. And it looks like the more Trump-aligned candidate is going to win down there as well. So, you know, we're learning this lesson over and over again. Indiana, Louisiana, Kentucky, where I live, and now Texas, over and over again, we're learning. If Donald Trump wants you to have the party's nomination, the voters look at that and say, we trust the president's judgment, and we'll give it to you.
This is the race they're going to run against him. It's going to be total culture war race. They're going to use that sort of blunt a lane he thinks he has carved out around his Christian faith and his interpretation of Christianity. I think it's going to be effective. You know, I guess one of his statements was something like, "It's not clear if Jesus or God was a man or a woman, or he contains both masculinity and femininity." That's going to be a problem in Texas. And it's going to be a problem for a lot of Christian voters, whether you're Latino, black, or white. They don't agree with that interpretation of the faith and of Christianity. And so I think, you know, he's a vulnerable candidate in Texas.
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on this panel show are those of the individual speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of this channel, its affiliates, sponsors, or production team. This content is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised. We encourage respectful dialogue and critical thinking around the topics discussed.
Described him as one of the most dangerous men on the face of the earth.
Welcome to the Man Cave. Welcome to the Man Cave. I'm Gray Mars.
I'm Kamal.
Mr. Rippy Unfiltered. Doc, what's up?
So we're talking about the race in Texas. Paxton just won. He was endorsed by Trump, but this is what Talarico had to say about him.
Just happened in Texas. The most corrupt politician in America just became the Republican nominee for the United States Senate. 3 years ago, Ken Paxton was impeached by his own party for using his public office to enrich himself and his donors at the expense of the people. That kind of corruption is the rot at the core of this broken system. It's why we can't afford anything. It's why we can't get ahead no matter how hard we work. For 50 years, mega donors and their puppet politicians like Ken Paxton have stolen from us with their bribes, their bailouts, and their billionaire tax breaks. Ken Paxton has gotten away with it. They've all gotten away with it. But that ends this year, in this state, in this race. If we, the people, can come together to defeat the most corrupt politician in America, we can defeat this entire corrupt system. We can start unrigging this economy. We can start raising our pay, cutting our taxes, lowering our costs. We can finally get ahead. It's time to come together. The people versus Ken Paxton.
So, Mr. Rippy, why is it that the MAGA candidate always wins, or who gets Trump endorsement?
Because Trump is popular. He's super popular. Now, the problem is, like what Talarico was just saying, we're getting sick and tired of all this repeated talking points. Everybody said the same thing. Even Trump said it when it comes down to mass. He's the most corrupt politician, congressman in the history of Congress. Like, man, that's some garbage. We're tired of hearing politicians talk like politicians. This person used his platform to enrich himself. Sound like that's what every politician does, on the right and on the left. They're all super corrupt. So you come in trying to like you're a savior. No, nobody's gonna fall for it, man. It's a wrap. People like Trump, despite what the polls say. I always tell people, do not pay attention to polls. The polls is BS. The numbers show everything. I predicted 2024. I predicted that all this endorsed candidates was going to win, and I'm going to predict that it's going to be a red wave in November.
So Paxton is saying that Talarico is running a vegan campaign.
This campaign is not about red versus blue. It's about so much more. My opponent is the most extreme radical the Democrats have ever nominated. He's even running a vegan campaign, whatever that is. He goes by a few names that you may all have heard of. Some people know him as Tofu Talarico. Some people call him Six-Gender Jimmy. I've even heard some people call him James Talarico. And others refer to him simply as Low T Talarico. But no matter what you call him, let me tell you this.
You are listening to the Texas Attorney General, now the projected Republican candidate in the Texas Senate.
Shut up, Michael Jackson.
So Kamal, I remember your intro clip when you first got with us was vegan weed. Are you a vegan?
Hell no, that shit was a fucking joke. That vegan weed shit. Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm immature, man. I was looking at that video and they were saying, "Yo, Talarico, he going vegan and shit." I'm like, y'all want meat like Talarico want meat? The fuck, y'all? That like, bro. I was just thinking like hella immature, bro. But at the end of the day, man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Both these niggas is shit candidates. I'm telling you right now. Both of them. Especially for black folks, man. I did my Ricky Smiley research. And what I'm loving about ChatGPT and Perplexity, man, I'm researching. I'm like, have these candidates said anything racist to black folks? Believe it or not, both these motherfuckers have. So I'm like, damn, man, like, hey, I hate to say it, both these candidates is ass. I don't know who's better for Texas at this point. That's all I got.
Do you have that clip? Put it in the private chat.
No, it ain't no clips. I researched. I like, you know what I mean, typed it up and shit. You feel me? I really, I mean, I could read it to y'all if y'all want, but I really don't want to read that shit. Y'all Google's on your own and shit. God damn it, Google free.
So another thing that Paxton said about Talarico is what he had to say about God being non-binary.
And finally, he's a threat to our very way of life and our values. I mean, he's a vegan who thinks God is non-binary and that there's actually 6 biological sexes. It's hard to imagine someone more radical than that.
So, Doc, you Christian, is God non-binary?
I don't want to get into the gender of God. I don't really even think that we as people can understand, the greatness of our Lord and Savior to a certain extent. Also, I hate when these dudes get on here and they speak about everything but their politics. Talarico is trying to throw mud on the other guy. The other guy's trying to throw mud and smut on his name, what he did before. What are you going to do for the people? You said that people could take the state back. You said that people could prosper. You gave the people no roadmap forward. You didn't tell the people what you wanted to change, what legislation you were working on. And I hate that when we get into these politics, we got these people who are is more substantial to talk bad about the other person than the politics you gonna do to change. Are you gonna make housing more affordable? Do you got any ideas on that? You gonna make it so people can own their own house? Are you gonna make some healthcare reform, some changes to the schools? What do you have planned for the state of Texas, for the people of Texas? You know what I'm saying? So I hate that these people get up here and they get to talk about this is all they talk about. And this type of action is actually how Mondami won mayor of New York, because they spoke more about who he was as a person and less about their politics. And I think if they're smart people, these dudes, either one of them who's running, they would have had a hard time beating a Democrat, because the Democrats they aren't talking very well either sometimes, but if they don't get out there and talk about the politics and what you're going to do for the people, I think that's most important. So I don't know about the gender of the Lord, though.
For sure. So you brought up a good point, policy. So this is what Talarico said about abortion.
Texas women to make decisions about their own bodies, to shape their own destinies in consultation with their family members, their doctors, their faith leaders. I don't believe that's a place for government. I don't believe it's a place for politicians. I don't believe it's a place for the state. And that's a belief I hold not despite my faith, but because of my faith. Jesus never talks about abortion. The Bible is silent on abortion. And when that happens with a social issue as important as abortion, we Christians have to take Scripture as a whole, and we've got to try to make some kind of ethical determination. Right now in Texas, we have the most extreme abortion ban in the country. No exception for rape, no exception for incest. We have girls as young as 10 years old who are assaulted, who are raped, who are victims of incest, and who can't access basic reproductive care, who aren't able to make the decision about whether or not they are going to create. And again, just my personal belief is that we have to give women and girls the freedom to make this decision as moral agents, as our sisters in Christ. And I'm not saying that's an easy decision to come to, but that's where I've arrived.
So, Mr. Rippey, I know a lot of Republicans, the main reason they are Republicans is because of abortion. How do you feel about Talarico talking about his faith? Because a lot of Republicans bring up their faith on why they don't believe in abortion, when he's saying that he's actually pro-choice based on his faith.
Yeah, it's contradicting. He's not really a Christian. That's the reason why Democrats are going to lose, because they talk like this. It's a losing strategy every time. Every single state allow abortion up to a certain amount of time, and then in the case of incest and rape, it's always allowed. Not only that, the Bible does speak about abortion. It says, "Thou shalt not kill." It said, "I know you when you was in your before you was in your mother's womb." Jeremiah 1:5. It says all these things. So you can't talk about how you're a Christian and you're talking about killing babies, because that's what it is. I went from super pro-choice to now I actually understand what's really going on. It's all just a silly ass talking points. Ain't no rights being taken away. Nobody's being denied access to abortion from being raped in Texas. That doesn't happen, because you still have access to abortion in those circumstances.
So people are saying this is the biggest chance for a Democrat to be elected in Texas since 1973, I believe.
Simply put, they're looking at the numbers. They are looking at the numbers, and the idea that Democrats can't win in Texas, I want to put that to rest. They could very well do it. James Talarico could very well win in Texas, and I want to use a comparison point with 2018, because there was all this talk about Beto O'Rourke, right? Oh, could he beat Ted Cruz? He could beat Ted Cruz. The numbers at this point in that campaign, simply put, did not support that conclusion. But the numbers at this point absolutely support the conclusion that James Talarico can win. So take a look. Texas Senate polls in May of the election year. When you matched up Beto O'Rourke versus Ted Cruz was up by 7 points. He was clearly ahead. But look at the polling average now when you max up Ken Paxton versus James Talarico. It's actually Talarico that's ahead by 4 points. And Johnny B., I was looking back at every single Texas Senate race that I could find, and at this point in the campaign, James Talarico is polling better than any Democrat in at least 24 years. You have to go all the way back to 2002 to find a Democrat even polling anywhere close to where Talarico is polling right now. Texas, Democrats have dreamt about turning it blue. This time, the numbers actually support the idea that they may actually be able to do it.
I have to say, this is a difference that I have not seen before and I was not aware of. And a lot of people are making the comparison to 2018. One of the reasons is that Ken Paxton, if he's a nominee, not a super popular nominee. And people are like, oh, well, Ted Cruz as an incumbent senator, he wasn't that popular either. So what's the difference between Cruz and Ken Paxton?
Yeah, the idea that Ted Cruz was not that popular, that's a falsehood. That is simply put a falsehood. You go back. Again, just look at these differences right here. Okay, Texas GOP candidate net favorability. Ted Cruz's net favorability was actually plus 7 points in my average polls. Look where Ken Paxton is. The complete inverse of that. He's 7 points underwater. So look, again, you just look at the numbers. In 2018, Democrats had this dream of turning Texas blue. The numbers didn't support it in large part because Ted Cruz was actually decently popular. But Ken Paxton is anything but. In poll after poll after poll, he is underwater. No wonder Republican senators are running scared, especially after that Trump endorsement of Paxton yesterday.
How's the president doing in Texas?
Okay, that's the other part of this equation, right? All politics at this point funnel down from up top and then drop down to the state level. And you can just see it right here. Okay, back in May 2018, Trump's net popularity in Texas, he was at plus 4 points. He was above Wood. Again, we're looking at the inverse of that. Trump is considerably less popular in Texas, which of course matches what we're seeing nationally, which is that Donald Trump is less popular now than he was at this point in term one. You put it all together. You look at the general election polls. You look at the popularity of the potential Republican candidates that'll be running for Texas Senate. You look at Donald Trump's popularity as well, and you go, okay, Texas is absolutely in play. Does that mean that Democrats will finally win their first Senate race since 1988 in Lloyd Bentsen? I'm not saying that, but it is a real possibility.
What you are saying is 2026 is different than 2018.
It is different than every campaign that I have been around for.
Harriet, and thank you very much.
Thank you,
for
Mike.
that.
So, Kamal, you're independent. Mr. Rippey is saying don't trust the polls, but independents actually decide elections. So before you said both of these people are racist, so what is the solution?
The solution, I don't know. You gotta ask the niggas in Texas, because at this point, I ain't gotta worry about that district. I already know in Cali though, man, it's gonna be blue no matter what. You feel me? I look at the solution to getting both of them out of there. It ain't no fucking solution, bro. You feel me? I'm telling you right now, it ain't no solution. You got Talarico. You feel me? Bro gonna be pushing a bunch of LGBTQ AI plus shit. I'm telling you that right now. You feel me? I know the Democrats jumping for joy, but if you're a black Democrat, you should kind of feel sad because y'all pushed out Jasmine Crockett to get Berber, and we know what he gonna push. Ken Paxton, known honky, he a known cracker. I done did actually shows about Ken Paxton before. You feel me? So you said, what's the solution? Shit, worry about the household at this point. Worry about your household. All right.
Okay, so Hank said, Pastor says that Talarico deserves to die.
That, and so I say, even in the debate, I think you might have seen it, but that I had on campus the other day, I pray that God kills him. Ultimately, that means killing his heart and raising him up to new life in Christ. That's the first thing.
We want him crucified with Christ.
That's exactly right.
I want him to be, I think, Saul of Tarsus, Talarico of Tarsus.
Yes,
that's what I want. Who would say, I was holding the garments while they stoned Stephen, and now I'm that's what we want.
Yes, we want death and new life, right? And if it would not be within God's will to do so, stop him by any means necessary, oh God.
Doc, is this appropriate language?
Nah, I don't think you come to God with your petty disagreement. God ain't out here worried about how you running the government. You know what I mean? It's a lot more important things that God has to deal with. But also, I want to say that I think that Kamal made a point to say that he both of these dudes are racist and he has his idea. But I think if we've noticed anything over the last couple of years is when these people who vote have decided on this line in the sand, they almost don't care what you do. Nothing is going to change. None of the lies you tell, none of the radical stances you take will not at all change the way these people are going to vote down the party line. So regardless of what some people think or how they feel about him, a great majority of these people who are just diehard Republicans in Texas, and Texas is always letting Republicans win, they're just going to vote for a Republican anyway. You know what I mean? Because they see that as Democrats as devilish. So a lot of people don't have this idea of an open mind of voting for things that, this candidate this time just doesn't behoove me. It's just not in my best interest. People don't have that. People are sheep being led to slaughter. You know what I mean? And they just buy and go which way they're supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? And that's just real. It don't matter. You'll realize when you talk to some of these people, like, everybody doesn't have the ideal that Rippy has, who's a Republican. Rippy can hear something, digest it, and have an opinion and agree if he thinks, hey, nah, I ain't with that, or I don't feel like that. There are a lot of people who don't have that. They don't have that discernment. And that is on both sides. They're not a Republican or a Democrat. You've seen it. That's people. Some people are just so far to the left and so far to the right that it doesn't matter if you put Mike Tyson up there, you know what I'm saying, pedophilic charges on a T-shirt. Some people gonna vote for him. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it is.
Hey,
Well, I want to say something about that.
Go ahead.
Also, there are a lot of Black Democrats in Houston, in San Antonio, and Dallas that's not going to vote for Talarico because of what he says about he's a hardcore Christian, and they hear something like God is non-binary. It's like they gonna pull themselves away. They're not going to vote Republican. They're just not going to vote for the Democrat senator.
What you gonna say, Kamal?
I was saying, like, because Doc said, people are on the hard left and right. I mean, we got somebody in the chat right now calling us ops. Because I'm saying the right to abstain your vote. You feel me? Y'all see it in the chat?
Yeah. I'm just shaking my head at it.
Like, god damn.
For sure. So this is what Talarico had to say about the border.
I've always said that our southern border should be like our front porch. There should be a welcome mat and a lock on the door, meaning we can both welcome immigrants who want to come here and live the American dream, who want to contribute to our economy, who want to contribute to our communities, make us richer and stronger, as immigrants have always done throughout American history. And we can keep out people who mean to do us harm. We can know who's trying to come into our country. We can have an orderly, sane immigration system that keeps us all safe, that promotes public safety. Just like you do at your own home. Many people, especially in Texas, we're hospitable. We're the friendly state in Texas. We'll give a neighbor the shirt off our back, but we also have a right to know who's coming into our home. We have a right to know why they're there and what their intentions are. We can be both hospitable and keep everybody safe at the same time. Our opponents don't want people to know that you can do both because they rely on using this issue of immigration to grandstand, to say that it's a choice between public safety and welcoming immigrants. And the truth is that has always been a false choice throughout American history. And we need leaders who are going to do both, secure the border and create a pathway to citizenship for the folks who have been here for a long time and who have been contributing to this country.
Okay.
Yo, can I say something real quick?
No, Mr. Rippey. So as MAGA hearing about the border, what do you think about what Talarico said?
I think what he's saying, he's just playing both sides right now, because in reality, that's what conservatives want. That's what Republicans want. We want a pathway to citizenship. We want a closed border. We want people coming in the right way. We want legal immigrants here. We just don't want the border open for a bunch of people to come in that we cannot vet. That's the whole thing. And now he's trying to say this, but he's trying to play both sides. He's just speaking like a politician. That's the reason why I can't deal with these people. The Republicans do the same shit.
Go ahead, come on, my bad.
No, it's all good, bro. I know you was joking and shit. Hey, real talk though, I feel that Black Democrats in Texas should feel disrespected right now if y'all watching that clip.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to know why I'm saying that? Because was Jasmine Crockett saying anything fucking different? No, she wasn't. She was saying the exact same shit as Talarico. And she had more popularity. Why didn't she get in? Why y'all didn't vote her in?
They said it was a Hispanic vote. They said Hispanic vote. More Hispanics voted for Talarico. They didn't vote for Jasmine Crockett. It was the
Hispanics?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a hit to the Black and brown unity shit, right?
Not only that, the Hispanics are for closed borders. They are for deportation, just like the black people, because they're tired of these illegal immigrants coming in, quote unquote, taking black jobs. Trump was right when he said it. When Farrakhan says it's a bad thing. When Trump says it, Farrakhan says it's a good thing. When Trump says it's a bad thing, they are going to the inner city and taking black jobs. So black people are not going to put up with that. So the black Democrats that I talk to all the time, they're fed up with immigration. So that's another losing strategy.
I hate this idea that closed borders only stretch to Mexico. I hate this idea that both sides do that. When they say closed borders and they speak on immigration, they stop it at the line of Mexico. I get that might be the biggest gateway. We just had they had a ICE raid in Savannah a couple months ago. Hundreds of South Korean workers working at a Hyundai plant, taking jobs that could have been for people in my community. You know what I mean? And we let these people fly over here because they got on a plane and they landed and they got off the plane and never went back and overstayed their visa. We had the dude who had the gun and he was a principal or of the district of the school, but because he flew here, we allowed these people. So I hate this idea that closed borders stop at because it gives a stigma to Hispanic people that closed borders and deportation and immigration is only being enforced on them. So I hate when these people get up there and they don't explain like in depth. They don't have no ideals on the rest of immigration. All the people coming from Europe, all the people coming from the Middle East, all these undocumented people who come over here to visit someone, come over here to go to school, and they stay for 10 years. They never renew their visa. They never get American citizenship as well. And I have different views on immigration, but I just hate that they stop it at that point.
But I would say the reason for that is because you talk about deportation. So when people come over here with on a plane, they've been vetted. They have a passport. They went through a background screening. But when people cross over the border, they have no idea who's coming in. These gang members, a cartel and stuff like that. And they come in, they setting up shop in the inner city. And that's what the issue is. But I understand what you're saying. Like a lot of them do come over by plane. They just overstay their visa and they never leave. They still taking advantage of the same thing. But at least they've been vetted and they have a passport.
There's dudes who've been vetted. We let one of the leaders of one of the biggest Asian drug cartels in the world fly into America.
Yeah, he paid to do that.
So the vetting isn't that much different. You know what I'm saying? Like they're faking their documents because although faking American documents might be hard, faking their documents might not be hard. Buying and paying for a passport over there with a different name might not be hard for them. So we don't truly know who we're getting because we don't know the documentation process that they have over here. It's not the same as what we have in America. So it's these same people coming in illegally. They're bad people. They're looking to come over here and commit crimes, get involved in underworld activities. They just came in on a plane.
For sure. So we're talking about being neighborly. This clip went viral because I'll just let you guys see it.
I ain't trying to be rude though, but you still grilling?
Nah, we done now.
Oh, y'all just finished today?
Yeah.
Y'all got some leftovers?
Nah, we ain't even ate yet.
Oh, it's almost done.
What you need, man?
I'm trying to get some food. I saw y'all grill though, but I was like, y'all grilling?
Do you live up the street?
Yeah.
Okay, well, next time we grill, I'll make sure to get something extra for you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, what's your name?
Jacquez.
Jacquez. I'm Miss Ariel.
Ari. My sister's name is Ari.
Jacquez, do you like, it's not grilling, but do you like Cheeto Puffs?
Yeah.
You like Cheetos?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Here you go, buddy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, okay?
Okay.
I got you next time, man.
Okay.
I got you next time, all right?
Be safe, Jacquez.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Come on, you would have been like, hey, you FBA before you really got the chips.
Great. Come on, bro.
But would you have given him the food? You would have given him a plate. You would have given him a plate.
On a real note,
No,
I can't eat. I can't eat now. As a grown man, because I know I got money in my pockets, I can't eat because I don't know if he knocking on your door, if he coming like that, a kid might have not ate. You know what I'm saying? He don't have no control over that. You know what I'm saying? I'll fire the grill back up and make it do whatever it got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't eat my food now in good conscience. He put what, like 11, 12, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I know kids where it ain't no food in the house. Even though it looked like whatever neighborhood it is, you never know. You know what I'm saying? He's somebody talking about kid needs to learn to hold his appetite. He a kid. He don't know where the next meal coming from because it got to be provided for him. You know what I'm saying? Because then we get a kid who will go out here and use a gun, sell drugs. You know what I'm saying? And those might not be the best way to get some money or do something, but those would be the fastest. You know what I'm saying? So I just can't eat now. Like I wouldn't even, I would have gave all the food away. My kids eat every day. My kids eat all day. They'll be out. I'll get the grill back up, man. I'll go sit down somewhere. You feel me? Like, but that's just me. I come from where I know it ain't no food in the house.
Come on, what you was gonna say?
Now I was trying to figure out in the video, did they have any food left? They didn't. It was kind of implied.
They said it wasn't done yet.
Oh, the food wasn't done yet. Okay, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear that part because I couldn't tell the food. So these niggas had extra food, could hook up, bro, like a hot dog or something.
Oh no!
Like I thought no. Looking at that video, I thought like they already was done cooking. All the shit was already ate and stuff. And you feel what I'm saying? And it was like, oh, well, next time you come through, I got you. But here's a bag of chips. The shit wasn't. None of the food was done yet.
Nah,
they hadn't ate yet. I think they said they hadn't ate yet.
It could have been just enough food for everybody that's in the house. But then again, every time I'm grilling, it's always something left over. It's always something left over. So I ain't about to use that as an excuse right there.
Bro, I don't even. But as a grown man, I could go out and buy me something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I could eat if a kid come knocking on my door and say they hungry, and I don't know all the circumstances. Even if he just greedy, you feel me? But I just don't know the circumstances. You see what I'm saying? Because a kid can't go out and provide for itself. You know what I'm saying?
That kid ain't that skinny, man. That kid kind of chunky. He eating.
Oh,
come on now. He eating, man. Chill out. I agree with what you're saying, but come on. That kid weigh more than 75 pounds, man. Chill out.
Yeah, and he pulled up to the spot. He pulled up to the spot like, yo, let me get a plate. Like, y'all still grilling. For sure. But what happens when you have the bag and you go broke? Because that's what happened with Fetty Wap.
You know exactly what you want to do when you step out of there?
No. I came home with nothing, bro. I ain't had nothing. I ain't had no clothes. I ain't had nowhere to stay. I ain't had nothing. Word. So, I lost everything when I was in there. Storage units got hit. Lost all that. All the cars gone. Jewelry gone. Nothing, bro. I ain't had nothing. I was going to go stay at my sister's house. Word up, I was going to stay at my sister's house. I was going to finish up my HVAC program. I had 2 courses left. And yeah, I was going to ask one of my guys, look, let me use the van, start the business up, get a few dudes to come work with me, start my business and keep going. You know what I'm saying? Went from there, go to Florida, open up another van, that was my plan. Word up, that was my plan.
What happened when you came up?
When I came home, well, right before I came, like 2 days before I came home, one of my close friends, you know what I'm saying, I did a lot of business with him, legal business, a lot of business with him. I bought a lot of my cars from him. That's the one, I got that one from him too. He was like, bro, you ain't coming home like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't coming home like that. Bro put me, got me the flight, you know, all the jet and everything. Came with some jewelry, gave me a couple dollars, gave me an apartment and the G-Wagon. You know what I'm saying? That was my local home gift to him, man.
So, Mr. Ripley, do you feel bad when it's a person that had it all, then they lost it all?
Nope. He a grown ass man. He know you should know how to set your shit up. I mean, but you don't think the priority is just not there, especially within the black community. I mean, I was in finance for 15 years, and I know the priorities are not there. You could have had your shit all set up, but you decided to do flashy fuck shit. That's your problem.
Most definitely. So this guy, he's.
I know Doc about to give me some right now.
I don't feel bad for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You will pour your whole life. You got money, and you ain't. You know what I'm saying? You know the number one rule is to put some away and have some for later. You see everybody who fuck off the money. You know what I'm saying? And you get there fuck off the money. I was proud of him more for having the humbleness of it. Some people can't humble themselves and be like, "Yo, I was gonna get a van, stay at my sister's house, and work my HVAC and build it up like that." So I was proud that he wasn't too big or too, you know what I'm saying, out of his body. He learned something. Seemed like going to prison gave him some perspective and humbled him and made him be like, yo, hey, you know, I could enjoy a regular life still too. Luckily, he had done right by some people who would do right by him. You know what I'm saying? And he is making music, and a couple other people looked out for him, and he doing okay now. You know what I'm saying? He got more perspective. He don't have those same people around spending the money the same way, but you may never get a second chance. He blessed that he get. He doing all right now. So he blessed to be getting one, but I don't feel bad for you. Had all the money in the world, brother. You should have put some of that up.
Right.
I gotta be the contrarian, y'all, man. I feel bad for bruh, man. If you know the women can feel bad for Megan Thee Stallion for getting allegedly cheated on
they stupid.
by Clay, I could feel bad for my black brother for having it all and going broke. Damn. Empathy, y'all. Empathy. But to be real, I don't feel bad for Brave. God damn.
Well, come on. There's a lot of dudes' problems right here. This is where they spending their money.
How much? How much? I ain't gonna lie. How much? How much? Because I make it short, sweet, and easy. How much you want?
Oh my God.
Huh?
Talking private?
I said, come on.
Wait.
Come on.
Wait, hold on, because I'll counter.
This, like a bed?
Yeah, a bed.
No. Ain't no bed.
How much you starting with?
He out here, listen, he out here playing. I ain't playing, baby. Come on.
I'm not playing.
Come on.
Look at me. Do I look like I'm playing?
Listen, we going to my room. My room. Come on, right immediately. I need to talk to you. I'm so serious. Can you walk with me, please?
Damn, Unc, let me get something. Like, goddamn.
Come on, baby.
What? I'm trying to know how much.
Come on,
great.
Not a problem. Go ahead.
Hey, you playing a lot of clips that I passed by on my Twitter algorithm. I just passing by them shit. You playing? Yo, what the fuck, man? Adrian Broner, bruh. God damn, man.
No,
I don't
that's
know
who that was.
Yeah, that's Adrian Broner.
He look like shit now. My bad.
God
Go ahead,
damn.
come on. My bad, man.
Shit. Hold on. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know who going out sadder right now. Adrian Broner or Ray J, man. Nah, this is fucking sad, y'all. No, real talk.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
God damn. And you want to know something? That woman done. This is why, look it, I don't condone prostitution and pimping, but I understand why you need a pimp. Because he would have negotiated that deal. She didn't know how to negotiate. He was like, $30? Like, $30? Come on, man.
I can't believe so the hoes could get cheddar biscuits, but the bros can't get cheddar biscuits. You know what I'm saying? We used to have a dude in our friend group we called cheddar biscuits, but that's neither here nor there.
You talking about me? You can tell the story. I don't know if they heard the story. You tell the story.
Oh man, we fresh back from Iraq, y'all. We don't got no clothes. We don't got nothing. But we like thirsty. We all trying to go to the mall, but we ain't got our cars out of storage either. We got one rental car, right? You know what I'm saying? So we all at the crib like, yo, where is Greasy at? We trying to go to the mall. He had Red Lobster eating cheddar biscuits with the hoes. We out here, we ain't got nothing to wear. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? He got the only rental car we got. He got the only rental car we got, and he had Red Lobster and shit.
Hey, even the worst ones you gotta treat like gold. You know what I'm saying? but Kim talking about when she still had her man part. So I'm actually gonna play a clip about that, about a transition cost.
The transition shit cost?
Hormones.
Yes. How much does it cost?
Well, I just got back on Medicaid.
Hormones,
so
but no, you got tits as well.
Those were free.
You did your
Those
nails.
were free.
Nails? Why?
Because my body is priceless.
No, how was it free?
Oh,
Come on, nigga.
Colorado
Shut up.
taxpayers.
Damn, bro. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not federal, right? Just Colorado?
I
hope not, because I just wrote a $4 million check the other day to the IRS. If that's paying for literal titties, what are we doing? I have nothing wrong with trans, but why am I paying for people's boob jobs?
Don't get me wrong. I don't think it should happen either, but I did abuse the system.
But it did.
Because why would I pay for it if I can get it for free?
The government, the taxpayers paid for your tits?
I mean, I pay taxes too, so some of my taxes
you're not a
went
net
there.
contributor. No, we just sent you $4,000 back, especially with your no tax on tip thing, and the majority is tip. It's honestly, it's just I'm not in favor of the no taxes on tip thing. It's so stupid. You already contribute nothing, and it's just more populist policy.
No, you're right. We should just be getting paid a normal wage, so we shouldn't have to get tipped.
Well, that's fine too, but advocate for that. It's just so stupid. It's just a performative policy, and that's why both parties are on it, because populism is winning right now, and it's so stupid. You already don't contribute anything. You're part of the.
I do contribute.
No, you're part of the 50% that contribute 1%. It's nothing. It's a drop in the bucket.
I don't know
if it was gone, nothing would change. This is we give everything to you. Now we pay for your boobs.
Mr. Rippey, I'm sure you got a lot to say what you think.
Hey.
Speechless?
Come on, go ahead, man.
I don't have a problem with anyone trans. I'm not transphobic. I think everybody can live however they want. If it don't affect my life, you know what I'm saying? I really don't usually care too much. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
This kind of affect our life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to pay for titties for the bad bitches. You know what I'm saying? Especially not no grown man. If you're gonna be a grown man and you or I mean, if you're gonna transition from a man to a, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to incur any other costs. I don't want to say anything like offensive to anybody. Like, I'm trying to be non-offensive as possible, because I don't really, that ain't really offending you ain't really my thing unless I feel like it. You know what I'm saying? But paying for it is wild. Like, it's kids without health care, and we paying for nigga titties.
Oh,
I can't get behind that. I just can't get behind that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. Okay, so, Doc, you said what I would say, but you cleaned it up a lot better than what I would have said. So thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
So, Kamal, you talk about stocks a lot, so I'm going to play Trump stocks.
Hear President Trump name drop a company, you might not be wrong to think he's got skin in the game. Not after watching the clips that I found.
Go out and buy a Dell computer. They make a great product. They're not looking for any publicity.
9 days before those remarks, Trump bought at least $1 million worth of Dell stock. And since those remarks, Dell shares are up over 99%. Trump's latest financial disclosure shows that this was not an uncommon occurrence. Over the first 3 months of 2026, Trump traded thousands of individual stocks to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars. And in some instances, he publicly promoted those companies in the days and weeks after those trades, as the journalist Judd Legum noted. But what's incredible is you don't need to read the news reports. Trump is on camera 6 times just this year, praising companies whose stock he's bought. And yes, many of them are way up since then. In March, Trump bought at least $200,000 worth of Micron stock and then promoted the company on Fox.
I just left the head of Micron It's one of the hottest companies.
Since then, the company's stock is up 91%. Before he toured a Thermo Fisher facility in March, Trump had bought at least $80,000 worth of the company's stock.
This is a great honor being here. It's a great company. I've known it for a long time.
That stock has since declined nearly 11%. In February and March, Trump bought at least $600,000 worth of Boeing and GE stock, before announcing in May that China would buy hundreds of Boeing planes made with GE engines.
He committed to 200 Boeings, big ones, 777s and 737s. We're going to go the General Electric engines, which are great.
Both stocks are up less than 2% since Trump announced the deal. 9 days after Trump purchased at least $1 million in Apple stock, Trump promoted the company at a rally.
Apple, a great company.
Since then, Apple stock is up 14%. And 10 days after purchasing at least $1 million worth of Oracle stock, Trump promoted the company's investment in Saudi Arabia.
Oracle will be building a $14 billion worth of cloud computing and AI infrastructure in the kingdom.
Oracle's share price has increased 33% since then. Government disclosure documents only list broad ranges, so the specific amounts, as well as whether Trump turned any profit on these trades, is unknown. And the Trump Organization says these trades were conducted by financial institutions without input from Trump, his family, or the Trump Organization. Needless to say, if any comments like these come to mind, reach out and I'll look into them.
So come on. Mia like to talk a lot about Nancy Pelosi's stock portfolio, but you talked about Trump's stock portfolio. So who's better? Trump's stock portfolio? Because looking at that, seems like Trump got to figure it out.
Now we ain't gonna disrespect the insider trader Queen Nancy Pelosi now. Now she the GOAT, okay? We are not gonna disrespect Nancy, all right? She be allegedly insider trading, you know. But we know the deal. Trump, hey, Rippy, bro. You feel me? Because you fuck with the MAGAs and shit. I need y'all to start sending me those clips of Trump where he talking about I like this shit right here, because that never goes in my algorithm for some reason, right? I want those type of clips. God damn it! Y'all forgot one more that he didn't even mention. Motherfucking Intel. Oh my goodness. Good. The next time Trump say I like something, I'm buying the shit. You feel me? But can I go back to the previous clip?
Go ahead.
The nigga that look like a Van Halen band member. You feel me? We need to investigate Tittygate. God damn it! I'll be damn. We Tittygate. Come on, man. God damn it! That is absurd. And I was waiting for well, Mr. Rippy, you already started fat shaming, so I'm gonna say I was waiting for Fat Bird too to hit us with the Peter Griffin line. That really grinds my gears. I'm like, damn. I was waiting. Oh, damn. God, but nah, like Doc said, none of us on this platform transphobic. And at the end of the day, that's why y'all gonna get these jokes too and shit. But at the end of the day, that is affecting us because that's our tax dollars. And it's crazy because that motherfucker is acting like a blonde bimbo, just spilling all the beans and shit. God damn.
Right.
But,
Hey, I would say the craziest part about that is that person realizes that they've abused the system. You know, they're
exactly.
complicit and honest about it. Like, yeah, hey, I abused the system. So, I mean, how many more people are just like abusing the system? And you know what I'm saying? Like, because bro, I wish I at least put me on game. I ain't gonna buy no titties, but I send, you know what I'm saying, a little shorty for
you gonna buy them Drake ads?
Man, something, man. I gotta get something. What Denzel said, I'm leaving here with something. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. So, I still have a clip. Oh yeah. So we talked about clavicle before. I want y'all to tell me if y'all think this was racist.
I don't want to fuck right now. I have to another girl first. I said I would. I said I'd fuck another girl. I already made a promise. I'm a man of my word. What?
I love it.
You get what I'm saying? I would otherwise.
I mean, you ever just been pushing the bras up off you like, baby girl, chill. I know I'm hot, but like, just chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, Mr. Rippy, was that racist?
I don't know. I don't even know what's going on. I don't know what the shit is, man.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm gonna play your favorite, Kamal Chud. This is what he said his experience was with a cop.
Never liked him. I got arrested when I was 18 for I had a roach. I ate it when the cop pulled up. Me and my girl was just sitting there watching the fucking river back behind where I used to work. So I had the end of a fucking marijuana joint, if you don't know what a roach is. And I ate it, and the cop was like, "It smells like weed." I was like, "There's no weed in here." All right. I was like, "We're just sitting here watching the fucking river under the moonlight. Just got off work." She was like picking me up in my car because we only had one. Anyways, so when I was like 18, 10 years ago, cop pulls up, nigger cop, says, "Oh, you ate the roach? I can see it in your mouth." And I was like, "Yeah, man, whatever." I was like, I didn't know what the fuck. You guys scared me. He fucking arrested me for felony tampering with evidence. Obviously, it got dropped. Obviously, it fully got dropped, the whole case. But 18 years old, tried to make me a felon for that. No other charges, never did anything wrong. Nigger cop. Kevin Smith, I think.
Kamal, what's your thoughts?
That boy got a lot of hate in his heart, don't he? He been mad at black folks as long as Ed Blum has been. God damn. Jesus Christ. It was a nigger cop. Made me follow my own roach.
He made sure he put that in there too. He made sure you had to say that.
Yeah.
Nigger cop.
God
Right,
damn.
man, calm down, bro. Shit.
You know what's crazy though, y'all? So he gonna get prosecuted, right? He's gonna serve some time and shit, right? The cold part about it though, he not even gonna have to worry about the black gangs in there. He gonna have to worry about them white boys. Y'all ever seen American History X?
Yeah.
Yep. Bruh, they don't. Them motherfuckers do not like what Chud the Booty Clapper is doing. They don't like that full exposure and all that shit. Boy, and he got that long hair too.
Yep.
God damn. Well, he better be calling for the nigga guard once they be getting his ass.
He gonna be trying to join a nigga gang. No, that ain't happening, bro. That ain't happening. You better go over there to the Mexicans and see what they say.
So
he
he
get
said,
his Fuentes on shit.
I'm gonna go to you
God
next, because he was saying he got arrested as a teen, and people are saying this cop did excessive force on this teen.
Out of the vehicle, or am I
Yes,
gonna rip you
ma'am.
up? Okay.
Please don't rip me out.
Okay.
Can I
No.
sit there and you feel me?
Stop.
Can you stop, please?
Hey,
Stop!
bitch.
What? She's pulling my hair.
Record
Damn.
This is video showing a then 18-year-old Maya Hamilton getting arrested by Fairfield police nearly a year ago. In it, the arresting officer is the same one seen here, making another arrest and using what the police chief described as distraction strikes to take this teen into custody at Fairfield High School last Wednesday. Family members have identified that teen as Maurice Williams and say he was beaten like a dog. Hamilton is now sharing her story.
The same thing that happened to that poor boy was pretty much what happened to me.
In a statement released late Friday, the Fairfield police chief said in part, the officer has been administratively reassigned in the department as we navigate this emotional and challenging time. Hamilton, whose case is pending, was distraught when we spoke with her and at one point fought off tears.
I was like, that's the same officer, like the same male cop that was there. Yeah, he didn't want no parts of it, but it's the fact of there's multiple of y'all that was involved in everything, and it's not okay. That should have never happened. She asked me for registration and insurance, which I was looking for, and I obviously was trying to grab, and then she proceeded to reach into my car, and that's when everything proceeded, and she ripped me out of the vehicle by my hair.
This is a pattern of aggression. This is a pattern of excessive force. This is a pattern that Fairfield PD is allowing to have happen in this community.
The police report describes that Hamilton had been pulled over here for speeding and failing to yield to emergency lights.
Can I sit there and you feel me? Stop. Can you stop, please? Hey, stop. What?
Barry Axios is a community advocate with Voice of the Youth.
What would you like to see happen? She needs to be fired.
She should have never been able to continue to be a police officer. They call you guys peace officers to bring peace, not to sit there and cause commotion and cause more problems than there already was.
As of this broadcast, police have not responded to our questions about Hamilton's case.
Was that excessive force?
Nah, hell nah. You know what I'm saying? As much as I want it to be,
right?
You actively trying to pull yourself in the car, and I don't think like some of these people who ain't never really been in trouble, like they got these attitudes and stuff like that. Bro, when the police, bro, I've been arrested for some of capital crimes. When the folks asked me to get out the car, the folks ain't never beat me up like this. The folks asked me to get out the car, I get my goofy ass out the car. They asked me to get on my knees, get my goofy ass on my knees. I put my hands in the air behind my head and I lock my fingers. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? And them boys arrest me, put me in the car. Well, as a kid, when we used to get police brutality, they used to beat us up and not arrest us. You know what I'm saying? Like they used to slam our head to the car, choke us, run our pockets. You know what I'm saying? And see if we had drugs on it. Of course, they were breaking the rules, but you don't know that when you're 16. And then they would just let us go. You know what I'm saying? She is attempting to, I'm going to get out when I feel like getting out. I'm going to move at my own pace when I feel like I want to move at my own pace. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you got to pull her by the hair and stuff. I don't know if that's excessive force, but I know they have better procedures than that. They learn to gooseneck your wrist. They learn to do certain things. It's more than one officer there. I don't think you got to pull her by the hair. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't going to cry with spilled milk either. Like, when they say you to get out, bro, get out. Police have the right to ask you to get out of the car on any traffic stop for just police safety, and you don't have the right to refuse. And if you don't know that, you're gonna find yourself getting yanked out of a car. If they ask you to get out, just get out. Roll your windows up because I don't want you looking at my car, going in my car. Roll your windows up and lock your doors. You got the right to do that, but you don't have the right to say no, I don't want to get out or any of that. They can ask you to get out for any reason, as long as they stop you for a lawful reason.
If you're watching right now, hit that subscribe button and press that notification bell to know when we go live. Mr. Rippey, what's your final thoughts?
If you get pulled over, the cops ask you to do something, just do it without any hesitation. Because if the shit hit the fan, you're gonna cry victim.
For sure. Kamal, what's your final thoughts?
What they always tell us niggas, right? Set your ass up and comply. Well, should have complied. Anyway, shout out to everybody on the panel. This is a great episode. You feel me? Y'all go follow Mr. Rippey, Rippey Unfiltered. That's your TikTok, right? Or your YouTube?
That's my TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, everything. Mr. Rippey Unfiltered. My TikTok is Mr. Rippey. Unfiltered, everything else.
Okay. And Doc, you don't got a YouTube, huh?
I ain't making no content, brother.
I wish you would.
Man, y'all still go follow Doc. You feel me? He on TikTok at least. You feel me? And follow the new party. Hit the notification bell so you know when we go live and stuff like that. And then you want to come over on my end, Kamal Johnson on YouTube. Hit that notification bell too so you know when I go live. Yeah, just comply. And then the other shit that we talked about, shit was fun. Very interesting episode. Yeah.
For sure. Doc, what's your final thoughts?
Yeah, go follow everybody. Go follow Kamal Johnson Network. Follow Mr. Rippey Unfiltered. Follow the new party. Gray will go live some mornings on TikToks. You'll see some of the cast members jump on with them. So if you got a chance that you see something on here that you want to say something to us about, you know, as long as you got your alerts on and you see when he goes live, you'll get a chance to speak to us. He was doing it a couple mornings. He's been hosting every day this week, so he'll probably get back to it next week. You do it around 8, 10, something like that, and 10 in the morning, I think. And if you guys got something you want to say to us, you know, get in there and join. You know, we don't really too much care. You know what I'm saying? But check everybody's content out. If you got an opinion, send it to them. Don't send it to me. Like you just heard me say, I don't make no content, so I don't need no content. Y'all have a blessed one.
For sure. Shout out to all the guys on the cast. This was a great man cave night. A lot of laughs. We got to talk about the real. We do this Monday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Have a good night. Man cave.
Hello, history buffs. Ready for a journey back? Look at this encampment. The spirit of 76 is alive.
Freedom of future. A true patriot savors these moments, but the fight for liberty calls. To the encampment for freedom of future.
For liberty. This is what American patriotism is all about. Look at these flags. They represent our fight for liberty.
The hour of our liberty is at hand. For freedom is robbed by. Secure our liberty. My fellow patriots, the hour of decision is upon us. Let us march forth with courage to secure our liberty.
Welcome to my colonial home. Today, Del Payne's new work captures the spirit of We Fight for Independence. And our freedom. Greetings from the encampment. The spirit of liberty is strong. We will fight for our rights and our freedom.
Hour is late. We must enact. To the encampment for liberty. Through every change and challenge. We stand at the dawn of liberty, unshaken by the trials ahead.
Soldiers, the enemy is near.
Front line, fire me!